Now, with the global economy still battling with the impact of the COVID-19, the big question for a lot of business minds is what next? For the African entrepreneur looking to expand in an economy riddled with so much uncertainty, a new type of introspection is essential. Now, for many, it's time to boost production capacity, meet both local and international export demands to also strongly position their business and services. Joining me now live in our Lagos studio, I have the author of Borderless Trade and the Chief Executive Officer of K21. Good to have you on the breakfast show, Olori.
Thank you for having me, David. Good morning.
Now, first and foremost, your new book, Borderless Trade, encapsulates issues that cover improving our export base, quality of product to satisfy beyond the local demand, as well as trade facilitation and regional policies. Now, what's your message in particular now, especially with regard to increasing women participation in the SME and export space?
Thank you, David. So I really believe that we're at a critical point where we have to start looking at our offering and who we are offering it to. Okay, so it's a situation of what do I have as a business owner that I can still take beyond the shores of Nigeria and say, how can I trade with that internationally, but ensuring that I do it with the best of my capacity, my product or my service, whatever the case may be. So we're saying that it's not a time to quit, right? It's a time to reassess and repackage what you're offering as a business so that you can offer it to a more global market.
And talking about re-strategizing now, we also have to focus on capacity builder. Now, going back to the women folk as well, how much of an investment, what should be the intensity of platforms and programs to increase this capacity base that we currently have?
Well, as we know, the International Trade Center and agencies like Nigerian Export Promotion Council are doing their best to ensure that more women trade internationally. So they offer trainings from zero to export trainings to facilitating some sort of trade between countries that we already have existing trade with, you know, like in the European market and the US market. But I think more has to be done in empowering women with not just trainings, but finance. And I know we hear this a lot, right? It sounds like an old riddle, but we need to get more women owning the collateral they need to trade on the level that they can begin to say, okay, I'm in the global space, I'm in the global market, because 1 in 5 women, 1 in 5 export trading businesses are owned by women. And that's duly because they don't have the facilities it takes, such as finance, such as, you know, even the knowledge. I find that more women are not in formal business networks like men. You know, so they don't even have access to the information on where to go and get the information they need on how to participate in global trade.
And then talking about the information base as well, at the end of the day, it's critical to also fine-tune the offering that has been brought to the table. Now, in terms of value addition at this point in time and having a critical eye as to going beyond just the local demand, now the satisfaction for the export destination is quite high. We just have to make that mark. What's your word as well to women in terms of also going back to the treadmill and ensuring that we have very smooth offerings that meet global standards?
I honestly think that women have the capacity. We just need to refine it to meet a more international market. And I say that because what you find is that when women are employed in the exporting arena, when they're given government tenders to go fulfill jobs by different governments, they employ more people. They have the capacity to pay more people. They earn, you know, almost 1.6 times higher than women who are not exporting. So I would urge the women folk, you know, to say, it's time to get our act together and ensure that we're pushing to delivering our best. Get the training you need, get the support that is out there, because there is support out there, whether it's from the ITC or NEPC, whatever the case is. But the onus is on us I don't think I want to leave it too much to government and all of that. I think we have to take that responsibility to say, I'm not just going to employ 8 people as a non-exporting firm compared to 42 people that I could potentially empower through my business.
And talking about borderless trade, we have to look at the African Free Trade Area Agreement. We have to look at our regional policies. We have to see a broader base of inclusion so far. Thank you very much for your contribution on The Breakfast Show today, Olori Boyajayi.
Thank you.